Brings us on then to the fourth commandment, or commandment number 4. And that's, technique helps, but it isn't everything. So improving the small details of running technique won't necessarily make you run faster. In general, and this is like broad sweeping generalization, you probably do need to lift your knee a little bit more. That's important because it's about getting force into the ground. The higher you lift your knee, it gives you more time to cover more ground. That's how being faster and developing speed essentially works. Think of a high jumper. A long jumper. When teaching long jumpers to jump, you start off by actually getting them to jump up because they can generate that force into the ground to bring them forward. But by getting more air time or hang time or up time, that's what allows them to cover more distance. Whereas if they jump directly forward, like the ground or gravity is what's going to stop them. You probably need to be a bit more dorsiflex, which is a fancy way of saying you need to get your toe up a bit. So your toe should essentially be pulled up towards your knee, and then as you come in contact with the ground, you punch down into the ground, like a hammer hitting a nail. And you probably need to pull your knee through a little bit quicker. So when that leg is back, you need to bend it and pull the knee through. That's what helps, pull your leg through each time a little bit quicker. You can do loads of technique work and just focus on that through A skips, A marches, all the technique drills you like. But you're still possibly slow if you're not actually going out and sprinting with proper, true intent. If you run terribly, and that can mean any amount of things, I'm not really going to go into them now, some technique improvements will probably help your overall efficiency. In terms of running all out faster over 30 or 40 metres, it might make some small difference, but the repeated efforts of those or some longer sprints, then it's probably just going to stop you being less tired or being tired at the end of all those, or fatigued and everything. You can spend ages doing analysis of like your running mechanics, using any of the slow-mo videos, Coach's Eye, Huddle, Dartfish, any of them. Do a side-by-side comparison, compare yourself to Noel Lyles, Usain Bolt, any of the top sprinters using the kilograms Malthus, anything like that, and compare them to your shapes. But ultimately, some quality sprints with intent, some jumps and some hops and some strength work are what will make you faster, as long as you're going into them fresh and at a stage in the week that allows you to give true, proper intent. So technique is helpful, it is somewhat important, but it's probably not as important as most of us put too much emphasis on.